referee Irshad Kader. So now it's within kicking range. Will they go for 3 points and level scores? And they're pointing at the post, so opportunity here for Chinese Taipei to level the scores. Hong Kong, of course, 3 points ahead. And the next match coming up between Sri Lanka and South Korea. Both teams just arriving to the stadium. That will kick off at 4:30. Quick step taken. Just putting it off the right post. Mistake from the Chinese Taipei kicker there. That's the fullback, Chang, Luin Wei Chang. Not happy about that performance. On the other hand, it's Hong Kong to restart. A 22-meter restart for Hong Kong. He puts in the long kick. Chinese Taipei waiting for it. Have the ball. Go forward is the call from the coaching bench. Gives it outside to the second row. That's Lin, Guan Lin. Now the ball comes out. Prop forward. In Lin this time. Referee playing advantage for Chinese Taipei. Knock forward from the Hong Kong player in defense once again. Ruck set up. That's Pan, Chi Pan waiting with the ball. He picks and runs through. Not maintaining a low body position. The ruck turns into a maul now. The ball carrier sets up a maul with a couple of defenders binding in. Good push from Chinese Taipei. Can they hold on to the ball? Now the ball comes out wide out to the backs. Nice run. Beautifully done from Yuan Lin. On the outside, he drops the ball in the meantime. Hong Kong players sack it down the park now. Comes it out to Hao Liu. And he puts it out on the full. Mistake from the Chinese Taipei fullback. And that goes out on the full. So he'll be back out in the Chinese Taipei territory. Opportunity for Hong Kong. In the meantime, line out taken down from Chinese Hong Kong. Good offload from Lewis to Cooper in center field. Volley puts it out once again. Gives it to his second row. And missing the ball. Counter attack from Chinese Taipei. That's Liu on the outside. Manages to keep in the ball. Stepping and turning is Ye. And once again, knock forward from the Chinese Taipei. This time, it will be a penalty, or rather, a scrum for Hong Kong on the halfway mark. So it's the weather telling on them, slippery ball, wet hands maybe, sweat. So it'll be interesting to see how these players cope up with the situation here. As Woli to put the ball into the scrum. The ball's turned over from Chinese Taipei. Picking it up at the back is Hasey with the ball. Managing to keep the ball in play inside, but unfortunately the ball goes into Hong Kong player's hand and taken forward. Good defense. Good tackle there from Lin Hong Ling. The open side for Chinese Taipei. Now Woli putting in a kick, sensing no one at the back. The run is on. Tap back from the Chinese Taipei left wing. And the Hong Kong defense swarming on him. No support at all. Hong Kong pick it up. And they managed to score the first try of the Junior Asian Rugby Tournament. That's beautifully done. Good defense, kicking the ball into space. From there on, 3 players ran behind it, put the left wing of Chinese Taipei under pressure, regain the ball, and quickly out of that ruck to score. For Hong Kong was the number 8, Rich Lewis, the first try scorer of the Junior Asian Rugby Tournament at Race Course Grounds in Colombo. The conversion not curving in off the left post. So the score remains 8-0 in favor of Hong Kong. So the Chinese Taipei players need to hit back quickly. A lot of water will be taken in the meantime because of the weather. Not that helpful for the players, as Lin puts it in the drop kick. Keeping it in is the Hong Kong player. Now the ball comes out, referee playing advantage for Chinese Taipei. A knock forward, Chinese Taipei moving forward now, playing advantage. Out it comes and gives it to the center Chin, Fan Chin. It's a solid player. Obstruction, says referee Irshad Kader, and against the ball, against the Chinese Taipei team, so it'll be Hong Kong. Will have the opportunity to kick the ball out and restart with the line out as the skipper Hugo Stills pushed the kick inside the Chinese Taipei territory. Line out taken down from the Hong Kong players, quickly taken down, gives it to the fly half Owen. Owen steps, turns and runs into traffic into Chinese Taipei defenders. Now the ball comes out. Good tackle, good low body position maintained from Chinese Taipei. Have they managed to turn over ball? Not yet. The ball comes out to Owen once again. Has men on the outside. Nice cutout pass. It's a forward pass, says referee Irshad Kader. That's an arguable decision though. So it'll be a scrum in favor of Chinese Taipei. 16 minutes on the clock. Hong Kong leading 8-0. The scrum half puts the ball into the Chinese Taipei scrum. The ball comes out. Once again, the hard-running center is Fan Chen. Ball turnover for Hong Kong. It'll be another scrum, knock forward from Chinese Taipei. Referee playing advantage there. So the ball once again played on the deck from Hong Kong. So it'll come back for the initial infringement. So it'll be a break for 1 minute. 8 minutes on the clock. There you go. The teams playing into 20-minute quarters because of the weather. See you back after the short break. So welcome back after the break. That's the 1 minute break to get some water. That'll be the 20-minute mark. So as the match continues from where it left off, the scrum for Hong Kong. Nice solid scrum. Now the ball comes out to the center. He spots a gap in between, runs around the fullback, and that's Cooper with the ball. Dives into the right corner of the field, and Hong Kong score their second try. Beautifully done from Liam Owens and Jordan Cooper. A nice decoy running from Daniel Davidson there, who sucked in the players, sucked in the centers of Chinese Taipei. And they didn't know where the ball was coming. And then the switch pass right into the hands of Jordan Cooper. Had no one in front, just the fullback to beat. Too much pace on him. And he scores the second try for Hong Kong. So the try has been converted from Hong Kong, which means they lead 15 points to nil. With the restart to come Chinese Taipei way. So that match restarts, a high kick. Beautifully done from Hong Kong once again. Stepping is the number 8 there, Lewis. Taken in. Good run from him. Nice hands. Quick catch and pass from the Hong Kong players as Morrison takes into contact. The ball comes out to the skipper. Stills puts in a high kick. Once again under pressure are the Chinese Taipei defenders. And the Red Sea comes in front. The Hong Kong players, they manage to step out of couple and take the ball forward. Are the Chinese Taipei players in the meantime committing a knock on there. So it'll be turnover ball to Hong Kong once again. Here's the skipper, Stills puts the ball in space. Knock forward from the Chinese Taipei player. And it'll be once again a good opportunity for the Hong Kong team to attack from here. Joining me on commentary is Amin. He's been outside for a while. How's the weather like?
Yes, very good evening to you. The weather especially is very hot, I believe. The sun is streaming down. Not many clouds at the racecourse grounds. So it'll be tough for both these teams especially to make sure that they combat the weather conditions as well, because there'll be a lot of sweat and a lot of liquids will need to be taken to keep the fitness levels going, as we have a scrum in favor of Hong Kong, I believe, after that knock-on. So far the lads in red definitely being the stronger side in this game, as we have Matt Wally sending it out to his mate on the right. A wonderful bit of skill there, just inching their way forward here. Hong Kong is number 8 Lewis with a very good hit. Hong Kong opting to work the ball once again, this time opting to go on the left, continuing with their style of play. It looks like that ball had hit the boot of the Hong Kong player while on its way down. So play on is the call. And here we have space on the right, a wonderful bit of a skill there as number 6 Alejandro Nardoni goes on to score another try for the Hong Kong side. Wonderful stuff. He had the extra man on the right as well, but he opted to go by himself and then finish it off in style right under the post. So this should be an easy conversion as well for Hong Kong. Your thoughts on that try?
A beautiful try. They kept on hitting the defense of the Chinese Taipei. From there on, it was Nardoni stepping off. He had Kwok on the outside, lining up, but nice hands. Couple of quick passes sending him into the gap. And he scores under the post for Hong Kong. So it'll be 20-0 with the conversion to come just under the post. So quickly, couple of steps taken and goes through inside the post. 22-0. Good start from Hong Kong. And Chinese Taipei there just need to come back, need to cover up the defensive lines properly and try to make those tackles on the first attempt itself. If you let these Hong Kong players run, they will run whole day right around you.
So Chinese Taipei with the kickoff once again. This time a deep one right into the Hong Kong half. Good tackling by the Taipei team. However, Hong Kong still have the ball, trying to run their way through the Chinese Taipei defense. Hong Kong opting for good kick to touch and they receive it. So a good 40 yards gain with that kick as they go back into the Chinese Taipei territory. Set pieces are very important, especially in situations like this. The Taipei defense will have to make sure they don't have too many gaps that could be exposed. So here we have another retake of that line out, which is in favor of Chinese Taipei. Well done with the collection there, as the Taipei forwards try their best to try and shove their way through. Obviously, the Hong Kong team have a very strong pack within themselves as well. And now it seems like Chinese Taipei have conceded position as well, and we have the Hong Kong team with a scrum in their favor. So these are very, very important points of the game where you need to try and take control, especially if you are trailing. And in this case, Taipei conceding the ball in another crucial area, and we'll have to wait and see as to how Hong Kong will utilize this scrum. Wally with the foot in there as he works the ball to his mate on the right, as Hong Kong a bit scrappy, but they still managed to hold on to position. Wally once again in the thick of things. This time the ball finding its way into one of the Hong Kong forwards. And referee Sharkar is signaling for a penalty in favor of Hong Kong, and it seems like they will be kicking to touch, or rather for the 3 points. About a 40-meter kick for the Hong Kong fullback Hugo Styles.
Once again, poor defense from the Chinese Taipei team. The flanker there just guilty of playing the ball on the deck, which gives the opportunity for the Hong Kong skipper to take his team forward. It'll be a good lead if he manages to put this through, and it'll be something to watch out for the other opposition teams as well. If he kicks this, they'll be a bit vulnerable, giving penalties at 40 meters. Good distance on that, and it's through. Beautifully done from the skipper. 40-meter kick, and he has some more in it. Maybe, he can take that a couple of meters back, even try one from 50, because there's no much breeze. And it seems like he has the legs, and the other teams has to be very careful giving away penalties against Hong Kong. And the Chinese Taipei team restarts once again. A high kick right behind. Good collection from Hong Kong. That's Finley Field who collected the ball. A maul set up. Nice decoy running. The ball comes out to the skipper once again. He puts the ball into the boot. Finds space at the back once again. The Chinese Taipei players under pressure. And they are into touch. Taken quickly. It's bouncing off into touch once again. Not a wise move to take a quick tap there. The Hong Kong skipper having a word with the assistant referee whether it was a full out or not. Not for sure, just bounced inside. And as William will throw the ball into the line out. Going into a 5-man line out here, the Hong Kong players. It's a crooked throw. So it'll be an option for the Chinese Taipei skipper, and he opts for a scrum. Good decision, do you think?
We'll have to wait and see. I've not really seen much of the Taipei scrum as yet. But looking at the Hong Kong pack as well, it might be a very interesting one. I'm guessing they probably have an interesting set piece in mind going into this move. We have Chung Cheng Si with the put in for Chinese Taipei, and as we see here, the Hong Kong team really overpowering the Taipei scrum there, but referee Shad card opting for a reset. Not too happy with how it was initially set up, I believe. But you can definitely notice, Dinuk, that the Hong Kong forwards have a lot of weight within them, and they could really turn this scrum around. There's also a substitution where Chin Lee Su Xiao replaced wing Ting Hao Liu. So this time the scrum is good as Chinese Taipei look to punt the ball down, but it's sent right back up into their territory as we have a bit of football going on here. Definitely a good kick there by the Taipei player as the Hong Kong defense has been put into a lot of pressure here, very close to their try line. Hong Kong, however, still holding on. A bit scrappy in the middle, but still organizing their defense, and then eventually the kick coming out. And that'll be a line out for Chinese Taipei.
A very good clearance from the Hong Kong scrum half there. Matt Woolley from the base, under pressure inside his own try line, bringing back play into the 40-meter mark for Hong Kong, and the forwards will be thankful to him for that. So 3 Sri Lankan referees on the park. Irshad Kader, the referee, and assistant referees Priyantha Gunratna and Pradeep Fernando on the other side as the line out tap back. It's a knock forward from Hong Kong once again. So a lot of mistakes, handling errors by both teams in the first half so far. Normally you see very clean, hard rugby, good hands these players have. And I'm a bit surprised with the Chinese Taipei speed as well. They're very quick normally on the feet. And Sri Lanka also have managed to beat them previously in the national circuit in the sevens. As the number 8 for Chinese Taipei picks it from the back of the scrum. And once again a good hit in the meantime, dropping the ball off. Hong Kong collecting it, referee playing advantage for Hong Kong. Now the ball comes out to Owens. Owens looking for players on the outside, finds the skipper. Not a good pass, he's running around and puts the kick behind. The replacement wing there for Chinese Taipei with the ball. And it's a forward pass, says the referee Irshad Kader once again. There's a couple of forward passes he has given. I would say it's slightly marginal, but he'll have the better view from the ground. Agree with the forward pass there?
Yes, I believe, like you said, it was marginal, but referee Irshad Kader going with his gut feeling of the ball not really moving behind the player. So he's awarded a scrum now to Hong Kong. Another good place to restart the offense from. Again, trying to be too fancy there as Hong Kong concede the ball. And Chinese Taipei opting to use their forwards. However, being pushed out there, a lot of power once again shown by the Hong Kong defense as they earn themselves a important line out. It must be really hot out there, Dinuk. 3 o'clock the time here. And these guys have easily another 10 minutes or so in this first half. And of course another 40 minutes to go.
Hong Kong attacking once again, gives it to the skipper. Once again he puts the ball under his boot. Not a good option, I would say, at this moment. And the referee playing advantage for Hong Kong. If the Hong Kong skipper was listening to me, he will say it is a good option now because they have got this scrum just 5 meters outside their try line. Yeah, as you said, the weather will take a lot out of these players, and they were given a 1 minute. They were given a minute break after the first 20 minutes. And it's good that they'll get that break, but I think Sri Lanka would love to take on the opposition at this time, used to this weather. I'm not quite sure, being an host nation, why they're playing at 4:30 in a couple of matches. 2:30 would be an ideal time for them to take on the opposition. As the number 8 for Hong Kong, easy try for Rich Lewis. No player, no defender in front. The flanker for Chinese Taipei was in sleep mood. Fly half didn't bother to step onto his right to make a tackle. And Rich Lewis there would have just walked his way through the try line as Hong Kong take the lead into 27 points in the first half with the conversion to come. Apologize, the points will be 30 with the conversion to come. Easy try there, I mean, for the number 8. No defender in front.
Absolutely, I think fatigue taking a toll on these Chinese Taipei defenders. They can't really keep to that intensity that Hong Kong have been consistently putting on them. The pressure's been high, and especially at this stage, when you're competitive, you don't really give up even if you're well ahead. And that conversion is good as well, so the score moves on to 32 points. And that's the end of the first half here at the Racecourse International Ground. Hong Kong leading Chinese Taipei 32-0.